Today I'm going to be talking to you guys about tornado safety. My main goal for this is to inform of how people can remain safe during potentially deadly storms. To start off with, tornadoes are very scary and unpredictable. They can happen at any time. Most occur during the spring months though, especially here in Tennessee. As a matter of fact, the tornado that destroyed my home touched down during the March of 2012. Tornadoes are not a respecter of persons. I never thought that one would happen to me and my family. It just did, and we had to deal with it. That day started out like any other day. I had a friend to stay with me the night before, and we had watched all of our old home videos, and I'm glad that I did because that's the last time that I ever got to see them. As the day started, we decided to go to her house and hang out with another friend in town, but as it started getting worse and worse, she remembered that she had forgotten some things at my house, and we went to go pick them up. While we were there, we put our outside dog Clark into the basement, and we got my other dog and took her with us. The thing that I remember most about that day is how dark the sky was and how windy it was. It was windy and just dark all day, and after it had happened, my family and I spoke, and we all felt like something bad was going to happen. Just that overwhelming feeling of bad things. On the way down there, however, we were stopped by a turtle, and for those of you who know me best, know that I love turtles. So that was kind of an ironic twist, because if that turtle hadn't have stopped us, we would have gotten to the house earlier and probably would have stayed. After the tornado hit, we ended up staying with my Uncle Wayne until we could find another home. And from everybody that helped out or just called to check in or gave us money, I never knew that my family had so many people that loved and cared about us. I learned 4 major things after this encounter with the tornado. One thing is, I always tend to be a control freak, but since then I have just kind of learned to take things slower, at a slower pace, and to be more laid back. Like a lot of others, I used to believe that my life was under my control, my rules, my day. But it happens to be the exact opposite. Nothing is under our control, and at a flip of a switch, everything can be taken away from you. You should also make sure that those that you love know that you love them. Don't take one single day for granted with them, and don't take anything for granted. If you can help somebody you need to. Do what makes you happy, because life is short. At the time, I was going to tech, and I decided that that wasn't what I wanted to be doing with my life anymore, and that's why I ended up here at Ball State. What should you do if you find yourself in a similar situation? You need to become informed. In some cases, like tornadoes, ignorance isn't bliss. You should always, if you think that a tornado might be happening that day, you need to be wearing sturdy shoes for the just in case, if something does happen. Because you can step on nails or any other falling debris, and that could just mess your feet up. You need to know what to look for. You need to look for a large hail, very dark and sometimes greenish clouds, and a roaring sound. It often sounds like thunder that doesn't stop, but it has also been said to sound like a train. And of course, you need to look for funnel clouds. You should know the difference between a tornado watch and a tornado warning. A tornado watch is just to let folks know that weather could potentially turn from bad to worse. People should be on the lookout for any of the warning signs I just mentioned. Tornado warning lets people know that a tornado has been spotted. This is the time when you definitely want to be in your safe spot. Having practiced a tornado safety plan with your family, and you should also buy a weather radio. This little device can come in handy when everyone is getting some shut-eye and that you're not watching the weather. Keep your safe spot stocked, especially during the spring months. You should have enough food and water to at least last 3 days or 72 hours. Blankets, extra clothing, and basic tools should also be included. What should you do during the storm? Make sure you're in your safe place. Continue to listen to the radio for further information and to know when to get out. After the storm, you should wait for emergency help to arrive. If you're away from home when the tornado hits, like we were, It's best to only return home when officials say it's safe. They usually have your best interests in mind even when you're frantic and you don't know what's going on. Second thing you should do after the storm is locate your friends and family. Make sure everybody's safe. Should also look for another place to stay, hopefully with friends and family if they like you that good. And that concludes my speech. Thank you guys for your attention to this, and I hope it didn't bore you too bad.